Hey everyone, good morning from New York City. I'm up here for a couple days in my hotel room, a couple blocks from the Empire State Building. Got a number of meetings up here over the next 2 days, but I committed to 365 videos, so I can't take any time off. So I brought a little tripod with me, and I'm shooting this on my iPhone, so hopefully it works out for you. This morning I was at the gym and I was listening to a podcast where a marketing consultant made the comment that the reason that he's so helpful to his customers is that he spent 10 years as a top performing salesperson before he went back, got his MBA, and started to learn about marketing. And that made him very effective because he said, most salespeople don't go into marketing and most marketers don't really sell, or if they do, they weren't very good at it. And so there's this big disconnect between what the marketing department is trying to do and what the salespeople really need from them. And so I obviously have spent a lot of time doing both sales and marketing. And when he said that, the light bulb just went off because I completely agree that when the marketer wakes up in the morning, they're not really thinking about what the salesperson's day is like. But really the marketer's job is, in a sales organization specifically, the marketer's job is to generate leads for the salespeople. And then of course the salespeople convert those prospects into customers. So what does a salesperson do? What is their job really? Well, it's really two things. It's demonstrating value. Why is this product or service going to make your life better or solve the problems that you have? And why is it a fit for you? Why is our product a better fit for your needs than our competitors? And that kind of transitions into the second thing a salesperson does, which is overcome objections. So the prospect is not sure that it's right for them, or they're not really sure it's worth the cost, or they're afraid that it's going to become obsolete in a year and something better will be available. And it's the salesperson's job to educate the consumer, or the prospect, all the way through. And that's really what they're doing constantly. They're in both stages of creating value and overcoming objections. They're simply educating the prospect and qualifying them to make sure that the product or service really is a good fit for them. And then once they know that, they've got to go out of their way to make sure that the person on the other side of the table, the prospect, believes it as much as they do. So knowing that as a marketer, what can you do with that in your marketing? Well, as a marketer, a lot of your job is also education, but it's educating them on why the product or service is going to create value for them, how it's going to solve their problems, right? How it's going to make their life better. Seems exactly like what the salesperson was doing. But what they have to do is they also have some other things they have to overcome. The marketer does. They've got to make sure that they can reach the prospect, right? They've got to worry about, where they're placing the media, how they're marketing, how they're getting out there, who that target customer is, what kind of messaging they're going to respond to, what's going to make them pay attention to the ad and not ignore it like the 20,000 other ads that they're walking by and hearing that they're just completely tuning out. So because they've got, additional responsibilities, I often feel that marketing teams overlook the core essence of what they're trying to do, which again is demonstrate value and overcome objections. And when you do this in the marketing process, the early stage marketers, when you're actually, all of your communication is reinforcing the value, overcoming some of these objections, then that actually makes the salesperson's job much easier, and it puts the two of you in alignment on the same team. So if you're a marketer and you've never sold before, sit down with your sales team and ask them, what is it that you say that demonstrates value? How are you, what kinds of questions are you asking the prospect to find out where their pain points are? And how is it that you're using those questions to actually tailor your message and your pitch to that prospect? Also ask them what kind of objections they come up with most often. What are the most common objections that you're running into on a daily basis, and how are you overcoming them? Which ones are we strong at as a company, and which ones could we actually work on and improve in? So I hope that's helpful if you're a marketer and you've never sold. Hope it gives you a little bit more insight to what the other side of the department is doing to close these customers. And think about how you can use this educational nature of creating value and overcoming objections in all of your marketing pieces.